Okay guys, so you've got your maintenance value. You got it roughly. So that's just a rough indicator. Last video, the calculator, it gives you a rough kind of indicator where you need to be. Now, what we need to do now is for the first 4 weeks, we need to track that. So we need to get that wherever the maintenance is. So for example, if we use a character that we made up called Vish. Now he's 160 pounds, 20% body fat, and 160 pounds at 73 kilos. Now we want to lose a pound every week. So the first week we can kind of strike out because that's normally water weight and stuff that you're losing. But for the first, say 4 weeks, just track your calories, track your weight. That's the one thing you need to track, the main thing. Second week, what you want to do, you want to be losing half a pound, right? So you want to be losing a pound, half a kilo. So what you want to do is track that. Now, if you're losing, say, 0.2 kilos or half a pound, not a 1 pound, then you got to look at your calories. All right, if my calorie intake for the day is 2,000, I need to drop that by 10%, so 1,800. And then track the next week, see if you can get to a pound. If you're losing a pound a week, then stick with that. So that would be 1,800 calories, right? And the same is for if you're losing too much weight, you want to go the opposite. You want to up your calories. So from 2,000 calories, you want to go to 2,200. Because if you're losing too much weight too quickly, you have a risk of losing muscle too. Because you want to minimize that risk of losing muscle. And in a nutshell, that's it. It really is that simple. We make it complicated and it shouldn't be that complicated. So that's all you have to do. To track the first week, cross it out because of the water weight. And then the next week, okay, stick to the same calories, 2,000 calories for 7 days, and then weigh yourself every day and have a look at your weight. If it's going down a pound a week, then stick with it. If it's going down like half a pound, then go down 10% from your maintenance, so 1,800 calories. If it's going too much, then up it. And then you just work out the next week. Then you work out if you're losing, once you get to a pound a week, that's your deficit. That's where you want to stay. It really is that simple. I'm not going to keep talking about this because it's just simplicity, you know, and we overcomplicate a lot of these things. You know, a lot of these things aren't to do with, oh, you're having too many high carbs or you're having too many this. I had 175 grams of carbs every day for 6 months and I lost all this weight. So because I was in a calorie deficit, energy deficit. But also remember to take into account, you know, can you sustain that 1,800 calories with your lifestyle? Will it work? Can you do 2 pounds? If you can do 2 pounds a week and you can cope with it, then stick with it. If it suits your lifestyle and you're enjoying the foods you're eating at a restrictive calorie of 1,800, then you can do that. But just remember, don't force yourself. You're meant to make the process a bit enjoyable. You're meant to be consistent with your food. Otherwise, remember, there's no rush. It's a long-term goal. You know, we don't want to lose weight too quickly. We want to lose it gradually because you're losing it gradually because you're building the habits as you go along. And then before you know it, when you get to like me, like I'm 9 months, it's ingrained in you, literally like in your DNA. So you are already thinking in a healthy way. And then it becomes your lifestyle. So if it suits you, 2 pounds a week, you can go extreme. I was 1 kilo a week, 2,000 calories, and that worked for me. So it does work. But you can also relax. It's not a race. It's just you. You're not in competition with anyone. Focus on you, build those habits. You have to do what suits you and what foods you like and what you enjoy. So remember, it's not a race. Don't be disheartened and just stick to something that's consistent. So yeah, if it is too aggressive of the energy deficit that you're doing, then just slow it down. No race, doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter at all. You're not competing with anyone. This is you. You're competing with yourself. You know, you have to stick to a weight loss program that you can abide by, that you can adhere to, that is, you know, sustainable for you. And just slowly, it's not, like you were saying, it's not a race, it's a marathon. It's what you see later on down. The longer you do it, the habits will start coming, the good habits will start creeping in, and the old ones will be going, yeah. So again, it's not a race. So just take your time, track your macros, track your calories, and just focus. That's all you need to do. If you need to do it at a lower rate, you do it at a lower rate. So right guys, short video, to the point. I'm not gonna linger too much because it really is that simple. And what we'll do, we'll see in the next video, and we'll talk more about creating habits and all this other kind of stuff later on as well. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.